I decided to make a recap for the trades I have taken based on the structure law and structure highs concept. So I will play the video alongside. I will try to explain the entries, and I think this time you will even get it better since it is very clear, and you can also spot why I enter without even me saying it. So let me play the video. I have made it into a video just to make it easier. So let's see. So this is the first one. This was taken in London, I think. So same idea here. We were trending up. Oops. And then we found the resistance, post breakout, we can say. And then after that move, I explained this also in Danny's live stream. All of these three, all of the rejection candle has closed outside of the range of the previous, outside, outside. And then we sort of weakening here. Now the candle has closed bullish, which means it will pull back. Now I was waiting for something like this. I was waiting for a candle to push up, break the range of the previous, and closed inside to show only a wick of rejection. Now this area becomes a rejection since we had the initial move, and then this is the rejection, something like this. So now I think it's more clear for most of you since when you explain it in an already opened chart or in trading view, you don't get the idea of the entries. So I decided to make all these uh, trades I have taken into one video so you will understand. I have taken the trade at the close of this one. My stop loss was here, and I ride the momentum. Okay, let's continue. Same idea. Resistance. Previously, we went down, weak, broke it, weak, broke it, strong. Just spotting the what do you call the weakness and the strength of the moves. Okay. Once the price reaches at the level of the resistance where it dropped from, it created this wick, closed inside the range of the previous. Next candle, open. I did not enter right away. I waited until it closes. Once it closed, next candle went up at the beginning without wick at the bottom. Once it broke its own low, I entered, and I was expecting that impulse move since we are clean on the left side. Okay, let's keep it going. Same thing. I'm not gonna take. I'm not going to stop at each one, but I want to just elaborate more, taking at the close. Why? Because we have trimmed. We have break of structure. and then we created this high, strong high, broke it, created a weak low, and then after that was created, I entered here, expecting even if the next candle broke the high of the previous, my risk to reward will be much, much smaller. Look at this. There was my stop loss. So that is why I use this strategy, since it gives me a very good risk to reward ratio. Let's continue. Same idea. Create a strong high, a strong low. Even if you were watching the live stream, even Danny uh, did say that this trade, I think, with style, will have taken it. I already did. What's the reason behind that? We were we created a strong low, we trended up, we created a weak low, we pulled back. So if we created a weak high, it doesn't mean that we will break it every time. No, but this time price trended down or pulled back down. Okay, and in this case, created what? A strong low, closed inside the range of the previous. I could have taken it in here, but I missed the move. I was on the chart at the time of the move. I would have taken this move. Now, after the price has moved, it closed with no wick, and then here we broke the previous high, but closed bearish. Shows a sort of a weak rejection. Now, the next candle, what's interesting about the next candle that opened? It opened without top wick, so it went straight down. Once it did that, I knew that this candle, since just this, think about it. If this low was strong enough to break here, do you think this low can be taken easily since it's a strong low? No. So the candle in here grabbed liquidity because we had a rejection here, right? Price was going up, but I mean, sellers just pushed the price down, but with weakness. So we need sort of liquidity to just test this high. Is this high strong enough? If it is strong enough, we will create a strong high here with a wick, bullish wick, and then we move down. And that's what happened even just a few seconds before the news. Okay, so my entry tactic was once the price broke the low of the previous, now the price could at any time reverse. I took entry here. Why? Because I wanted my stop loss to be short or small. So I took that impulse move, and then the price turned it down, I think, in the rest of the session, which I don't care as long as I have secured my profits. Same idea, strong high, should not be broke. Enter, stop loss at a strong high. Same idea. If anything is not clear, please let me know, and you can pause the video, screenshot, or you can just ask me regarding any trade. Now, why did we take this high? since it was a strong high. Believe it or not, the wick here was the highest wick, which is the bullish wick. That's why we were able to break the strong low. We created a new strong low, and then we created sort of, now this is the situation where hundreds of people will look for short. Why? Because they think this is a strong high that cannot be broken. They will take short once it closes. But in the previous video, I said don't take buy sells against a strong low, because that one could be just a retest of the broken or the broken zone somewhere here, the one that we have broke when we turned it down. Then we tested it with a strong low, and then we went up. We broke that high, strong high. Why? Because that strong high failed to take the weak low here. So we created a stronger one, and I believe we then turned it down. I cannot recall the rest of the trade, but that was the idea. This is also very interesting. It is sort of double confirmation, not only one. Now, there was a rejection zone on the left. And here, the candle has no bottom wick, which is sort of a question mark. This is one. Also, it's breaking a level on the left side, as well as it left a significant wick. Next candle did not even touch that wick. It went straight down and closed bearish. Now, once it closed bearish, second candle wicked up. I took entry. My stop loss was above the zone here, because I said if this one was a false breakout, we have a clean move to the downside. The move was weak until here, so this whole move could be corrected. Since why? Since the candle failed to take the high of the previous, where in previous candles we were able to easily take out these highs. Now the sentiment has changed. Now we had sort of pullback, sort of what do you call supply zone created. So the idea was if this candle closed inside the previous candle with a bearish body or big body, which is rejection, I would consider this zone as a rejection zone where my stop loss will be there. And now I can ride the correction until here. But there is liquidity as well here. I think we took it as well. Okay. I hope it's clear. Same idea. Strong low. Strong low. Not able to break it. Created a sort of support. Okay. After that, we broke the high of the previous. If that high was not broken, we could have gone down. That high was broken, and that is what I need. When the candle broke the high right away, that's okay for me, because even if it goes back and closes inside the range, it will be bearish, which is weak high, right? That weak high could easily be taken. We just need to build up. Now, this low should not be taken. We tapped into it, we did not take it. Even if we took it, the ultimate low is here, right? So this is the ultimate low, which is the structure low, and this is the retest, because if you see in here, we had a zone and we broke it, and then we closed with the bullish candle inside it. So this is a false breakout as well. Now this bearish candle shows a retest of that zone, so we can push up. Okay. My entry was after this candle has printed bullish, did not take the low of the previous. Next candle takes the high and went up. I took entry even before it break the week high, because I knew that week high is gonna be taken. Now I could be wrong as well, because this week high could be taken, and also it could use this high as a strong high to move down, right? But what is the foundation of the structure? That's why I took the buy. If foundation was bullish, no. See in here. See in here. So the foundation was solid, crystal clear. That's why I took it even before it broke before it closed above. And that is the kind of impulse that sometimes give you quick and good risk to reward. Same idea. This actually was the same one, just repeated, the same one I just explained. I somehow duplicated it, but that's okay. You get the idea. And here, interesting. What is the origin? Weak. Somehow we were able with volume to break a strong low. Okay, that's why I said strong low. It's not like something magic. It could be broken, but the thing is, you need to know where to trade it, when to trade it, and how to trade it, because not every trade with a strong low or strong high you can take. No, sometimes, yeah, you see it, but you cannot be confirmed. If you are not confirmed, you cannot take it. So now we had a weak high, which has pushed the price down. Now think about it. When you have some weak high, and even though the price is pushing down very hard, it means that it wants to either grab liquidity from the bottom, or it wants to mitigate some demand zone or to tap into some level, and then it will collect this order from that level and it will push up with the high volume. And that's exactly what happened here. We broke the structure, which was the origin was weak, and then after that we had a sort of consolidation, and we kept trending down. We created a weak low, and then we created a strong high. Now this move could be tradable, but you will not trade it. Why? The origin is weak. Okay, don't trade the origin. If the origin is weak, don't trade it. You say this is the origin, yes, but what is your base? Where is the move? Where is the swing move coming from? You want something to be strong enough to push through, retrace, create something even strong to push through, retrace, create something strong to push through, to retrace. You don't want to see some sort of, at the end of the move, prices creating sort of strong highs. Yeah, it's a scalable, but it's not worth it. You see how the price took out very quickly. Why? Because now the people will think this high is strong, and they will place their stop loss expecting like some sort of further move to the downside since we have a weak low in here. But always look at the origin. Always look at the origin. Okay. Now, once we have taken this weak low, what we have created? We have created a strong low. This time, the price did not even have to wick all the way down. It just open up and boom. Okay. So I hope you keep these things in mind, and let's continue. Same idea. I think duplicated. This is 15 minutes also. Some of the trade are 5 minutes, some of the trade are 15, some of them are 30 minutes. So we had a bullish rejection zone previously. Price created strong low to retest strong high to push down weak lows. That's why I took the trade. Why I did not take it here? Look, the origin is strong. I cannot take the origin. When the origin is strong, you cannot take it. When the origin is weak, then you can take it. Okay? Price trended, took out the high. Okay? But the next candle opened with no wick, went straight down. Once it broke the low of the candle that broke the structure, that's a false breakout. I took entry, as you can see here. Stop loss was here. And we took out this weak lows. And you see now the candle is struggling to break that strong high, a strong low. So that was the idea. Let's see, continue. Same idea. Strong high, another strong high. Now this is sort of how to manage your risk if you are not sure about the moves or the positions. Now I have taken two positions here. Both of them are sell, and both of them are exactly the same setup. We had consolidation, weak highs, we pushed down, created a strong low, never tested it, broke above it. This is a tradable move. I did not take it. Why? Because I think I was not on the chart, or I don't know. The price was somehow not moving in a very sustainable way. So I thought that this move, because the trend basically was down, and we really had a strong uh, high here, but could not push the price. Why this strong weak high pushed the price down? Now, if we push down and then went up, created this wick, and then push down again, that's okay. I can trade that. But once we had that strong lows created, we broke it. Now we change the sentiment because in a bearish trend, you don't break the highs, you break the lows, right? Now, you can see this high was created by taking liquidity. That's why it was targeted in here. And here, retested it. And then we either, we moved up again. And here, we had some sort of supply or some sort of rejection. Why? I can spot it. Why? The highs are not broken here. Candle closed like a pin bar or like a doji. It broke the low of the previous without taking the highs, the previous. I took entry. My stop loss was here. We created another higher, strong high here. Moved down, retested it. Moved down, strong low. Moved up, strong high. Moved down, weak low. Moved down. It's not a strong low. Strong, no. Weak low. That's why I took a second entry. Weak low, even in here, if we have not broken the law, that's okay. But we have broken the law. If that law was not broken, I will not take it because this law now will act as a protection for the price. But at that time, the price decided to break it, take liquidity, and move up. So when price does that, I knew that price wants to tap into some area for let's say sellers to to take control from there, right? Because nobody wants to sell here. That's the bottom. Because I don't want to sell against this guy. This is a beast. I don't want to sell here. I don't want to be faced with a falling knife. Okay. Now this guy here is a gentleman. That's why we could. I think the move has taken that, but that was the screenshot I have taken during the trade. Same idea. Highs are not broken. Rejection zone previously created after a post breakout. You see this wick? Take entry. Same idea. Exactly the same setup. I mean, this is a 1 in 100 trade I take like this. Same setup, exactly the same setup. Like if you put them together, it's one set, it's one trade, not two trade. So being consistent and taking your let's say if you have a strategy and you take the same setup, whatever the price is doing. If you have seen your setup, if you have uh, uh, executed it before, and then you have done it for many times, then if you don't do it, you hesitate because or one or two of them are not working, or you let's say I took that here and it did not work for me. It took me out. Would I stop? No, because that will build hesitation. And if you want to be a profitable trader, remove the hesitation. If you see your setup, when whatever the price is doing, I don't care. If I see my setup, it match my criteria, it match my strategy, it match my entry, my risk appetite, my risk to reward, I will take it every time. I will take it 100 times. Even if I lose 100 times, I will take it. Why? Because I know my strategy or my entry is anyway low risk but high reward. So if I lose a 10 trade, in one trade I can make that up because anyway I have a low risk to reward. I mean high risk to reward, low risk, high reward every time. If you lose 10 or 20 with a low risk and you get one trade with high reward, now you make up that and you are back on track. Okay, I'll continue the other trades, and if I see something interesting, I'll try to explain. Otherwise, you can ask me in Discord and comments. I will happily be glad to answer. This one, this one was taken on the live stream with Danny, this trade. So I just talked about it. Uh, if the strategy, if it doesn't work one time, it doesn't mean that I will not use it. And that's the perfect example, actually. Now, you see my setup, high are not broken. We closed inside, okay? Now that high is a rejection high, right? Once this candle closes, I entered and I put my stop loss here. My stop loss was hit, unfortunately. Okay, I didn't get mad. It was on live stream. I didn't get mad. I was not. I was not feeling not comfortable. Why? Because I knew as long as I keep my stop loss or risk reward, my risk low, I can make it. And even if I did take two trades and both of them didn't work, and I see the third one, I will take my chances. Because one trade will recover all of the losses. And that's exactly what happened here. So first try, I did it here. Unfortunately, I got taken out. I mean, the move still went down, so I was right, but these type of things is like volatility is high at that time. Let's say I might have said like I did not count for the spread, right? Maybe the spread who took me out. So I don't care. I got taken out. That's it. No, I will wait. We broke the previous low, created a strong low, right? The move here is clean. Now I saw the trade that took me out worked already. That means I was right from the beginning, but the thing is, I was unfortunate. Okay, now the price has created a low, strong low. Okay, and what I needed is a strong high to be printed so I can take trade against that strong low. Because why? Because my move from the top side was my let's say my entry from the top was right. So I was right from the beginning. If it takes me out in here, okay, then I am wrong. So I gave my trade a second chance, and once this wick broke the law, created liquidity. Why? To just I will not say I will say it actually to trap buyers because now they will think, okay, this is a weak high and could be taken out. But if you have taken it, let's say based on that, your stop loss should be here. And once this candle has closed bullish, you could have taken it. I think it went around 10 or 12 pips. So you will be okay if you close it early. Okay. But the candle, what it did, it broke the high and the low of the previous, tapped into that zone, which I took trade in. Maybe it grabbed some of the orders here and immediately it closed inside the range of the previous. Now, once the next candle worked up a little bit, once it broke its own low, I entered. My stop loss was here. And the trade, I think it went to 50 pips. But that's the screenshot I sent in Discord. By the way, these pictures or this screenshot are all in Discord, in London session, in New York session, in Asian session. You can see it. This is part of it, not all of them. This is only a few trades that I gather just I mean, to make it short and easy. This is 1 minute. And this was during, was 1 minute. The price was moving in a very, let's say, very high momentum. Was, I think, I'm not recalling the news, but this is the 1 minute. We have created a strong high, a weak low, and by that weak low, we broke the structure. And after that, we turned it down, and I said to myself, okay, we have a clean structure here. Now, this candle, the bullish candle here, if this break was a false breakout because the origin was weak, then by breaking this candle after the rejection here, see big candles printing after rejection here. If we have created a high after a 3 bearish candle, that means it might be a retest high or a strong high to push the price down, since this will be considered a false breakout. And luckily, that's what happened, because I kept my stop loss. Since this is 1 minute, so I kept it around here, because in 5 minutes, this is the candle's high. So I kept it around here, which was around 2 pips or 3 pips stop loss. And look at the reward. So if I have lost 10 trades, this one trade has make it up all for me. Okay. So that's the last one. Strong low, liquidity. But after that, what we did, why I did not take a trade, say after the liquidity has been made, because that liquidity could be targeted if not protected by strong low. After this was created, and also, fortunately, created a weak high as well. That's even better. That's a bonus. So I knew that low is going to be protected, created support. Once we broke the low, I entered. That was an impulse move. 13 pips, secured some, leave the rest at break even, and that's about it. So that's the whole process. I explained it even in the trades I have taken. And if you look at them again, they are all the same. That's consistency. You are consistent with your strategy, with your entries, with your risk to reward ratio. I can guarantee you, even if you lose 100 trades, 1 or 2 trades will make up all that loss. So don't give up and just try to be patient and look for your setup. Look for your setup. If you don't see your setup, please don't just gamble. And by that, I will conclude my video. Hope you all the best. Wish you all the best. And thank you for supporting me. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.